So actually winning all that money has a limited long-term impact on their happiness. That's probably more determined by their trait temperament. But the lead up to the good event, that's the exciting part. It might happen, it might happen. That's excitement. And that's produced by, like gambling will produce that, especially for some people, because some people are really susceptible to that kind of reward. Everyone's susceptible to it to some degree, and that can be manipulated. And that's what slot machines do. Like slot machines manipulate the human propensity to engage in a certain kind of gambling behavior. And why do people gamble? Sometimes taking a risk really pays off. And not taking a risk is also a risk. So there's no way out of risk. It's gamble one way or another. Just like a lottery ticket winner. You know, what are they paying for? They're paying for the fun that's associated with the anticipation of the reward. And the brain, you know, your emotional brain isn't that great at calculating mathematical probabilities. And so it sort of says, some chance, you have some chance of winning $50 million. Well, it might be 1 in 380 million, but your anticipation system isn't a mathematical system. It just says, well, you have some chance. That's a lot more than none. Well, in some ways, it's infinitely than none. Because at 0, you have no chance, and with one ticket, you have some chance. So that gets the old excitement going. You could say a life without risk is hardly worth having.
What's stopping you? Are you too tired? Sleep? Don't have enough energy? Don't have enough time? Is that what's stopping you right now? Don't have enough money? Is that the thing? Or is the thing that's stopping you, you?
Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get off the pity potty. Telling everybody your sad and sob stories, trying to get people to show up to your pity potties and your pity parades. If you ever see me in a Rolls Royce, a 6 or 7-star hotel, living my life to the fullest, don't get jealous of me, because I worked my ass off to get it. Nobody handed me nothing. Wake your ass up. Awaken the beast inside. It's game on. It's go season. It's time for you to take advantage of the access and the resources that you have in your country and your community. You got a problem with your life? You got a problem with your environment? Do something about it. If you want it, go get it.
Recognize the excuses are not valid. They're conjured up, they're fabricated, they're lies. And how do you stop the lies? You stop the lies with the truth. That the truth is, you have time. You have the skill, you have the knowledge and the support and the willpower and the discipline to get it done.
The fruit of everything good in life begins with a challenge. Everything is uphill that's worthwhile. And it's not going to come to you, and it's not going to fall in your lap, and it's not going to be something that, oh my God, it just was so simple. It's always going to be difficult.
If you want it, you gotta go get it.
This is your chance. This is your shot. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your place. This is your opportunity.
This is my time. This is my moment. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today. It's your dream. If we wanted to have it, get your butt up and make it happen. If we wanted to have it, ride.
You still got work to do. Stay on that basketball court. Stay on that football field. It's grind season, homie.
with the anticipation of the reward. And the brain, your emotional brain isn't that great at calculating mathematical probabilities. And so it sort of says you have some chance of winning $50 million. Well, it might be 1 in 380 million, but your anticipation system isn't a mathematical system. It just says, well, you have some chance. That's a lot more than none. Well, in some ways, it's infinitely more than none. Because at 0, you have no chance, and with 1 ticket, you have some chance. So that gets the old excitement going. You could say a life without risk is hardly worth having. It might be secure, although it isn't, because as I said, not taking a risk also constitutes a risk. And when you look back, people often are more upset about the things they didn't do, the chances they didn't take, than the failures that they encountered. Now, not always, obviously, it depends on the failure. But, you can sit at home encased in styrofoam and have your meals delivered. And you're probably, you're not going to get mugged, probably. But what's a hell of a life? Men are more aggressive. Men have more testosterone than women. And men are more aggressive than women. And along with that aggression comes a greater propensity to take risks. And so you see this, the best example of that, really the best example is, and the best proof of it is the fact that there are way more male criminals than female criminals. Like, way more. And usually if you get a female criminal, she's tangled up with some guy that dragged her along. I mean, not always, obviously, but it's like 10 to 1. So, yeah, men take more risks. There are more great successes among men and more catastrophic failures. And that's the case in most of the sexually active animal kingdom. Men are relatively more expendable. So here's an example. More than twice as many of your ancestors are female than male. Because on average, almost every woman has 1 child. Whereas many, many men have none, and some have a lot, like really a lot. I think they estimate that Genghis Khan's genes are present in something like 30% of the Asian population. So there's massive mating success differential among men. And that also inclines them to take risks, because you can be fantastically successful genetically as a male, although you can fail absolutely, whereas with a woman can be moderately successful.
Don't you dare give up on you. Just stop saying what can't be done and do what needs to be done. Because without discipline, you won't get far. Don't hesitate now. Don't hold back. Keep your mind focused. And don't look down. Don't limit your destiny. Nobody owes you anything. You owe everything to you. If you don't put the work in, you will get nothing back. It's time to get up and go to work and be consistent with your life. How far are you willing to go when it comes to your goals? I'm tired. I don't feel like it. But I got to get up and do my work. Every day, keep going. Every day, be disciplined. Every day, don't stop. Every day, fight through it. Because none of us know what tomorrow will bring. Sometimes you don't need to do what you like to do. Do what you need to do. Trust in your abilities. When are you going to wake up and start moving forward? Consistency. We have to chase it each and every day of our lives. Consistency will take you further than your excuses. Stand up and be strong. If you can just go after it. Even if you stumble a few times, nothing can stop you. Get up now and work. Mistakes will happen. Failure will come. And no matter how much you try to avoid it, it will still be there waiting for you. Just be able to see past all of the things that kept you down. Physical, mental, spiritual. Whatever that destiny is within you, go after it, people. Anything's possible. Work takes time. Patience is everything. Stop giving up and start going forward. You still got life in that body. Your heart's still beating. Your mind is still functioning. So you still got to do something to be somebody. To be somebody that they can respect. To be somebody that they can look up to. But you got to remain strong. And don't look down on yourself. And leave your mark. And maybe you won't make it. Maybe you won't get to the top of the mountain. Maybe you will fall a few times. Maybe you will fail from time to time. But you need consistency. You can say to yourself, I was consistent. I failed, and I failed again, but I was consistent because I didn't look behind me. I just kept going forward. I got